All right, and we're joined by Erik up here. Erik, you have a special paint scheme on your car on Saturday. Additionally, both of your primary sponsors are actually from the state of Texas, so this is their home track. Why don't you talk about what it means to be here and race in their backyard?
Yeah, it's cool. Both sponsors located here in Texas, so always fun to race at home for a sponsor. You know, they get to bring all their folks out from the headquarters and join in on the race, and it's just cool to see a lot of people that really you don't get to see throughout the year too much. So, I always want to put on a good show for them. We've done a good job for GameStop in the Xfinity Series and grabbed a couple wins for them down here. This is my first time racing for Sport Clips at Texas, so looking forward to seeing everybody coming out and hopefully putting on a good race for them.
All right, we'll open up to questions for Erik. Please raise your hand. We'll get a wireless mic to you. Start here, and then go to Matt.
Joey Barnes, Motorsports Tribune. Erik, just talk about the importance before you move on to next year about trying to close out this year with a victory with the team.
Yeah, I think that was a big goal of ours was to win a race this year, and we've got now 3 more shots to do it. So, we've worked hard all year long to put ourselves in positions to win races, and I think we've been close at a couple of them. This last month hasn't been the month we were looking for. We've kind of fell back off and not been able to close out races and have good finishes. So these last 3, we're really looking to step it back up and get back up into the top 5 and be contending again and leading laps. So, it's really just been a big learning year for myself. It's been a big growing year for Furniture Row Racing. I think starting a second team was a big jump for Furniture Row, a big jump for us, and a big learning experience for myself. So it was really a new group of guys, but it is important to us. I think, for myself, I think Barney sees this second team as something he had wanted to do for a long time, and I think us grabbing a win would make it a success for this year. I think we've done other things throughout the year that have made it a success, but definitely a win would really cap it all off.
Go to Matt.
Matt Weaver, AutoWeek.com. As a rookie driver, do you feel like veterans are more prone to kind of take the extra aggressive steps similar to what we saw last weekend at Martinsville? Or when you're in that position to where you're racing for a win, you don't really consider who it is you're racing. You just see a chance to win a race and you do whatever you have to do to win.
Well, I think it goes both ways. I think it depends on the driver somewhat. I know I've been in situations before in my racing career where I feel like I'm racing a guy that doesn't have a lot of experience in whatever given car I was in at that point, whether it be for a win or for a position, and feel like there were certain things I could do to take advantage of that. I think that's human nature and racing nature. But I think when you get to the Cup level and you're racing for a win, I think guys really see each other as equals. I don't think guys are looking at other rookies as true rookies in situations they can take advantage of. I look back to Bristol when I was racing with Kyle Hard for the win. I don't think Kyle looked at myself as a rookie. I think it was just 2 guys going hard for the win. So I think there's situations where that happens, but I think when you're racing for a win at this point in the year, I think guys are just charging hard to grab that win. It's important. Guys are doing what it takes, and at this point in the year, it's important to get those wins.
Do we have any other questions for Erik? Oh.
Brad Gilley, PR on Sirius XM. Yesterday you were on Sirius XM and you were talking about Daniel Suarez and some of the things that he does that you envy in the way he drives and maybe his patience, being able to put together a race. For you to sort of combine what you do and what he does, do you almost have to retrain yourself in the way you think about racing?
Yeah, for sure. I think growing up, racing in really it stems back to what I started racing in, and that quarter midgets and stuff. And I think we showed up to the racetrack to win races, and we never really raced for points or never really raced for anything else. So it was like second just it wasn't good enough, and it just didn't amount to anything. So in a way, that's good. That's a great way of thought. But when you get to this level at the top, second place is pretty good. It's tough to run second in these races. It's tough to run top 5. It's tough to run top 10. So I think it's just a different mentality when you get to the Cup level and even the Xfinity level. You know, if it's a 8th place day, you gotta run 8th, and sometimes for me, there's days where I've taken that and said, hey, we're gonna run here today, and that's all we can do. But there's also days where I feel like I've tried to push it too hard and get more than what either my car was capable of, what I was capable of. So I think I've done somewhat of a decent job of trying to relearn this year and do a better job of taking exactly what the day's worth and what it's going to give me. But it's still a tough thing to do and tough thing to learn from. So, yeah, I mean, you do have to retrain yourself some to be more patient and really take what it's given you and take what the day's going to give you.
I'll go back to Matt.
Matt Weaver, Auto Week again. Is there any chance that you'll join Kyle Busch at the Snowball Derby next month?
No, I would say it's probably a 0% chance. It's a great race, it's a great event, but for me, I didn't have the right opportunity to really go down and do it the way I wanted to, and I just I don't know, just didn't really work out the way I was wanting to do it. So maybe someday I'll go back. I would love to come back for the 50th, but it won't be this year.
All right. Well, thanks, Erik, for joining us today. Good luck on Saturday and Sunday.
Appreciate it.